you see Lightbright kind of come in, swipe up with the scrimmastics, and kind of almost interpose in between the two of you.
I think Lightbright does that and like looks up at the Seer and goes, "Oh no, there's other of us here, not just her." Did you think it'd be easy?
She has used her abilities to corrupt and change your minds, then. I am sorry for what I must do. And the blades.
Not sorry for what I must do.
This green psychic energy kind of coalesces into these wicked looking blades.
What are you planning to do?
I must purge the world of this evil. If you would have seen what I've seen, she's the greatest threat that this planet will face.
Think you... So what you're telling me?
With her standing over your dead bodies.
So you're saying they're gonna kill her?
I'll do what I have to.
You're willing to take that hit to your reputation? The world is watching right now. Do you really want to do that?
Silently, with this like unmoving mask on her face, she just readies her blades.
I tell Astra to run.
She is very, very terrified, but with Lightbright's way of protecting her, she is no longer feeling completely hopeless. She's gonna just kind of piggyback off of what Neon said, and she's going to just like gesture out and be like, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Lightbright, this woman is looking through you. It's like she doesn't even see you. Not for the reasons that you're used to, but for the indescribable hatred and fear that she has against Wishgranter. You can see that fear clear as day on her face. It might be wrong to go for someone before the damage is done, but if I let that damage be done, I couldn't live with myself. So what I'm doing might be wrong. But if it means I'm the villain to save people and save their stories, then I'll be the villain every day. And the mask clicks into place.
What you're doing isn't gonna cause exactly what you saw. Maybe you're the cause of all of this by doing this right now. Ever think about that?
I can't be the cause if she's dead.
Yeah, but if what you said is it happens because she's standing over our dead bodies, maybe that's because you go for us right now, right here.
If that's the case, she'll be dead afterwards and can't cause it.
Just getting angry, like the rage is burning in her eyes. All this like talk of like heroes and villains and like, oh, I'm so ready to be the villain. The first chance that she has to like teleport like directly above the Seer and like fucking Superman punch her, she will. Cause I'm punching her in the face. I want her mask to come off with that punch. Okay. I want her to look us in the eyes as she's fighting us.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you managed to grab, and it's this weird. It's turned into like a terrifying mask. There's breaks and cracks in it as she hasn't been taking care of it. It's supposed to be almost this friendly, inviting look, but it's almost been over the decline of this Seers, of becoming the broken Seer, of it having that wear and tear and looking horrifying. So you managed to grab it, and I'm gonna say you managed to like hold it in your hand, and it disappears from your hands as you teleport the object away.
Yeah, it's gonna be against the Seer. I'm trying to just knock the Seer away, because the problem is right now is the Seer is still close by. So I'm trying to hit her, but I'm trying to do it with the force to like move her away. So I'm like almost using like so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Reality Storm to directly engage a threat, but instead of using danger I get to use freak. Okay, so yeah, I'm just like
this burst of like energy kind of welling up in you and going to go for it.
Yeah, I think, probably kind of as I like kind of dash forward, I kind of like go to like punch her, and this almost like my hand almost like glows with this light, and almost creates almost like a light fist around my actual one, and then just hits her. Yeah. Or hopefully if I hit her.
I'll mark afraid for this broken seer, which will trigger one of her condition moves, but we will get to that after you take something. After you take something.
Yes. Peason took one of her daggers. I'll take the other one.
Okay, yeah.
Disarming her.
You take both of these daggers made of energy. You don't choose to resist to avoid the blows. So
I do not.
She goes missing the daggers. She takes you by the collar and just headbutts you in the face.
Fuck. Okay.
She's taken over your mind.
A powerful blow.
Fine. Just mark one condition.
Oh fuck. Okay. Shit. All right.
For the condition move, you watch as she's like, I didn't want to have to do this to all of you.
I'm getting afraid.
One by one, these sickly green walls seem to come up from the floor. Each of you in your own little sections. Naomi, you are in the one with the broken seer.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You're almost in like these little opaque or translucent green boxes. When you go to like touch it, and your hand does go through it a little bit, but it burns. You can feel your energy being sapped away as she has combined her psychic constructs as well as the vitality drain.
Are Wishgranter and I in the same one?
No, a wall came up between the two of you to split you apart.
Hey, is there anything that you can do to try to break out of this? You got a similar power set.
I don't know. I have no idea. I can try.
Try.
Okay. Wishgranter's gonna try to unleash her powers on these boxes. She's gonna try to out-vitality drain the seer's powers.
You can kind of feel a connection there, and you think you can manipulate these walls. Possibly, it would be an unleash your powers roll.
Amazing.
I think Lightbright's just like, you can do this. I know you can. You're stronger than her. Prove her wrong.
I'm going to melt the walls around all of us.
Yeah,
nice.
You manage to carve, you kind of take your hands and put them into the wall itself and pry it open. And you can feel the broken seer's energy fighting back against you.
I think Piper knows how, she quickly snaps her heels together to power them up and immediately just starts sprinting and then just jumps into the air and is immediately just sending a flying kick towards her. And I think it just happens so fast. Faster than you would expect from somebody without powers.
You definitely managed to surprise her, and even with the quickness, you come up, you get one good hit in, and you come in for the other one, and her hand comes up and snatches yours. You really are predictable. Copying all of his moves. I'm the one who taught him how to fight. And he's going to take you and swing you around into Naomi.
I was gonna say, could I use shielding in this moment?
It's almost like you cause this light electricity to kind of flow over the broken seer at this point, and the hand just reflexively opens.
Aw, trying to hold my hand already? We just met. That's a little too much, don't you think?
You're right. The kid's gloves come off. Green mist begins to pour off of her and begins to envelop around your feet. Piper and Naomi, you get hit with the brunt of it. as you are right next to her. As you feel this energy begin to drain from you.
Yeah, I'd like to use Never Give Up, Never Surrender.
Yeah.
I want as much attention on me, so her attention's not on Wish Granter.
You manage to like cover your mouth and avoid these noxious fumes and stand tall.
Yeah.
But her attention is focused.
Guess you didn't teach him everything if I'm so predictable. I think I would go over to Violet Vex, and I'm gonna hand her one of my Eskrima sticks and go, you pack a punch, but this one packs a little bit more and you can get closer. Also, hey, remember when you made a bunch of copies of me?
Mm-hmm.
Think you can do that with WG?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go, WG, get back.
Yes. Violet Vex.
Following exactly what Lightbright told her to do, she is going to make a bunch of illusions of Astra, just kind of as she is. And these like illusions are going to be doing different things. Like some of them will like be running to like attack and like will pass right through, like those sort of things to like disorient her.
Yeah, is very much like disoriented and confused and isn't sure what's happening in this moment.
And anger issues are going through her because a lot of these things, her brain's like, hey, you're a fucking villain right now. You're not supposed to be a villain, but you're a villain. With the Eskrima stick that she was given from Lightbright, she is going to teleport beside the Seer and kind of use it like a baseball bat, reach the fucking head.
Into her kneecaps, you said?
Take the kneecaps.
Her head.
Her head. Oh, okay. Worse.
Worse.
That is 100% what I was hoping you'd do with it.
Fucking baseball bat.
You hear a resounding thwack, and you see like her jaw break. Like as you slam it across the jaw, and she is like slung back and everything. I am definitely marking another condition.
Lightbright goes, I didn't play a lot of sports, but that's a home run for sure.
There's like power lines overhead, and there's like
yes,
like traffic lights and just everything like that. I'm going to basically reshape the environment to basically cause all of those to burst and create like a big flash to try and blind her.
Okay.
Effectively, I'm creating a makeshift flashbang.
Yeah. Unleash your powers.
To just like blindness, deafness her. So just the sound and the flash just completely just mark her disoriented.
All of these things coming
roll for
from like all around her, and just like this big flash of light, she screams and clutches at her eyes, being blinded at this point. You like gather this energy in the palm of your hand, and a big massive flash in front of her eyes. Who's next?
Because I am no longer taking an onslaught of attacks in this moment.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Of course.
Is Neon near me?
Yes, I'm between you.
You would be able to get with, even if she wasn't, you're all close enough to be able to get within.
Yeah, I have my back to you right now, Morgan. I think I know what you're trying to do. I have my back to you specifically, yeah.
I'd like to take out the chip cover that I made for Neon, and I'm gonna go, I haven't had time to test it, but now's a good time as any, and I'm gonna slap it onto her chip.
Neon, you immediately feel kind of like, you feel this kind of slot in over your chip and everything, and you can feel like the buzzing around you kind of stop for a second of like, and then like you feel more power rush in as if you can almost take on more power. How much burn are you at right now?
With using 2 there, I would have 1 left.
Put yourself at 4 burn.
Okay.
As you feel more of that energy just kind of rush into you, as you feel like you can take on more power.
Holy shit, that feels good. All right, let's do this shit.
No. It's not like this. I won't let it happen. Wish Granter. You've seen her do this once before. It is something that she doesn't like to use often, as it is very physically and mentally taxing on her. But you saw her do it to fight something of a similar size of when you all got here before.
Oh.
An avatar almost starts to form around her, lifting her off of the ground. That same sickly green energy coalescing around her, building up, and you watch as she grows 10, 20, 30 feet tall, with that sickly glowing translucent energy around her, with her in the center at the top. Her voice rings out in an almost ethereal kind of echo to it. I will do what I must, and be damned for it later. And she reaches and grabs one of the buildings next to her.
Oh, fuck.
And she begins to lift it.
And so through it, she uses her psychic constructs to create these platforms to get within eyesight of the seer. And she looks her in the eye and she just says, please don't do this, please stop. And the visions hit incredibly hard. It takes all of Astra's energy, but the vision changes. And instead, what the seer sees and what Astra sees is Astra getting to live her life, and her not having to run, her being able to go to school and do some really out there shows and go to some really questionable quality cast parties and drag her friends to her shows. Maybe she can go home without being afraid, see her parents, and maybe, just maybe, she could be a hero. Through the vision, time goes on, and Astra grows up, and Astra grows old. And she remains a hero and teaches at the school someday. And that is the vision that she creates as she is using everything in her to change the story.
What we as the audience sees, the pages of a comic book turning, it blowing in the wind open on an editor's desk. You see the pages that paint Astra Wishgranter as a villain. And a gust of wind blows it into the trash, and you see pink energy almost form and create a new story as you force reality to accept your vision. Neon, you almost black out from the amount of energy you sense. Violet Vex, you see those duplicates that you made of Wishgranter kind of mirroring and echoing those different visions of the future. And we see the broken seer with tears streaming down her face. The energy construct falls away, and she floats to the ground on her knees, sobbing.
I think Astra falls, I think, from the platform she had created, because I think her powers and I think everything's drained. I think she's out. I think she's unconscious.
Can I catch her?
I think all three of you.
Can all three of us also?
I think all three of you catch her.
Yeah.
It's what happens. I'm like, okay. Astra, you're kind of in like a dog pile with your friends as they race forward to check on you.
Okay, we got you.
Okay. Who got me? Who has got me? Okay. And she'll like look up and kind of look around now that the conflicting visions and stuff are gone. And it's like, oh, what happened? I didn't hurt anyone, did I?
No.
Wow.
No.
You showed her the truth.
Showed everybody the truth. That you're a hero.
Always have been, always will be.
You did it, WG.
She just takes it all in for a minute and then just like her arms wrap around all of them, and maybe she kisses Piper on the cheek. Maybe while she's does that, maybe she kisses Piper on the cheek. And thank you so much for believing in me.
Easiest thing we've ever had to do.
Neon, do you still got
Yeah.
those power negating cuffs?
Yes. Now I'm gonna walk over to the Seer. You realize what you've done now, don't you?
Just kind of crawls into, like, almost balls in on herself.
I'll attempt to put them on her. Does she
doesn't
resist at all?
She does not. She, in fact, puts her hands behind her back.
This is for your own good. I'm sorry.
Can I walk up to the Seer as well? And I just want to crouch down and look the Seer in her eyes and go, this is all your fault. That was your protege. That was somebody you were supposed to look out for and help. You adults, you're supposed to help us. You're supposed to train us. You're not supposed to hurt us. Look at her. Look at what you did. And now the world knows exactly what you are. Somebody needs to explain what happened to the authorities that are definitely going to be showing up soon.
As you say that, you hear the sirens.
Wee woo, wee woo.
You think it's best for you to talk to them right now? Or do you want me to do it?
What do you mean by that?
So you got a little scary back there. Not to me, but to them. Kind of looks to like the onlookers. Like, I mean, what you did, that was insane. And I'm incredibly proud of you, but I don't think anyone expected that. Are you
Right.
okay?
Yeah, no, it's probably best that I'm not here then.
I'll talk to them.
Okay.
Okay? Set the story straight.
Okay. And just kind of walks away, kind of defeated, and would head towards the hospital.
Can I try teleporting us there with the two of them?
I would say with having enough time and being able to try a couple times, multiple people is still a little hard for you, but you're not in any threat or danger right now. So yeah, you're able to get all three of you there. It's a hospital called the Caduceus. You all managed to get over there, get some healing done. Apollo's doing fine.
I was gonna say I would go check on him first.
On Apollo.
Yeah.
He's all right. He's fine. They're running some diagnostics.
Camilla?
Camilla's not there because Camilla went to the sanctuary.
Right.
But I told her
If I-
to go. I made her promise to go to the hospital.
Go to the hospital.
That's true.
You know, Seer,
I know where Peasum's going.
being at the hospital and having just done what you've done, they would have forced all of you to kind of sit down and heal for a little bit.
Lightbright would have definitely, like, I imagine she would have probably walked into Apollo's room, not looking great, and probably would have been like, no, I'm fine. It's really
the nurse
somebody else.
grabs you, sit down. I'm used to self-sacrificing heroes all day long. Sit down.
I'm also used to going through a lot worse, but whatever.
Yeah, and you're in a hospital now, so you don't have to. Congratulations. We're working a little overtime here, and like, as you enter the hospital's busy. It looks like there were a number of smaller creatures that were released through the city while this was all happening that took up many of the other heroes' time, which is why you did not really have backup. Soon enough, the authorities and a hero arrives. She looks to you, is like, "Are you the hero on duty? Yes."
I
in training, I'm
suppose
assuming?
so. Yep. That's me.
Good.
Neon. Lovely to meet you.
Cosmo Queen. So, would you mind giving me a rundown of what happened here?
We stopped him and unmasked him and found out who he was. It's not working alone. There's another villain out there causing problems. And he was working with him, so he might know things.
Professor Wenzak was working with another.
Yeah, I've met them.
Do you have any information on them? This is important.
There is something that they won't be able to hide in their civilian identity now. I shocked them. I caused some burns. It's part of my power. So it will be very noticeable. They have electrical burns. So they won't be able to hide in civilian identity, at least not very well.
Very good, very good. And she kind of reaches up and speaks into a communicator. I need someone to get eyes on Antoinette Brimsdale. Check for electrical burns. We need to rule her out for anything. And, like, seeing the look on your face, it is just in case. Tell me, do you know much about Professor Wenzek? He sidekicked under Champion. And you would know Antoinette Brimsdale, one of the first heroes, was Champion. We want to rule out just in case. A precaution.
Perhaps some names will be kept out of things.
You will not have to worry.
Good to know.
Unless you want your hero names to go public for this. This is quite the save.
Well, would that be a problem for us?
Normally, yes. However, it is a bit different of a situation. They kidnapped people you cared about, yes? Revan called your group out specifically. If you had not come, the civilians would have perished. You were backed into a corner. And so for something like this, allowances with the law are made.
Oh, good. Well, in that case, I mean, hey, free press. Get the names out there.
Possibly even speaking to your homeroom teacher might earn you extra credit for something like this. On the 7th is when I think... Right. Don't quote me on that. I'm not the leader.
Jay, I'm quoting you on it right now, chat. If we are not back on the 7th, it is specifically Jay's fault.
That's probably true. That's probably
Jay's fault, yeah.
To where we saw Lightbright honestly beat the shit out of Revan. Just absolutely beat the shit out of him. To where it was revealed that Revan was Professor Wenzak.
Could I?
No. You cannot clear a condition from Astra. You cannot clear a condition. I know exactly what you wanted to go for. I know you, Morgan.
You know why? Because we're the same, Jay.
Yeah. I would ask to do that. And that's not what the rules say.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. You're right.
Reverse lawyered.
I'm watching Ace Attorney right now.
Objection. So
the weather, right?
It's really out
so
here.
Hot.
It's so hot.
Morgan is so hot. Morgan, I'm dying.
Jay, it's so hot.
You're the only other one that gets it.
I know! Jay, it's so hot here. I went for a walk outside. I lasted like 20-30 minutes and I was like, I need to go home. I was so sweaty.
It's 85
It is currently 86 here and I'm dying.
It's 85
meanwhile, Jasper and I are just like, what? We don't know what the warm is.
Degrees.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
95 degrees here today.
What the fuck is that kilometer? She was trying to... prevent it before it happened. I mean, clearly she's never read Civil War II. Don't worry about it. It's anyway.
Deep sigh.
We all just hold it out together.
There's just that thing. Piecem like teleports into the air and just like, I got it. Oh wait, shit. And then we have to catch both of them.
Asher, you're kind of in like a dog pile with your friends. You'll see her.
I know where Piecem's going.
Hey, you'll see her. It's in my notes.